basics on how to get your website started to where you have some content so that when someone lands on your site that it doesn't look empty. So I'm going to use my site as an example. When you go to my site, first thing that you notice is the part that you can make a difference, and it doesn't matter whether you have a pro account or the other one, is the community served. Okay, and I put a whole list of them down there, and there's a reason why I do it. Okay, it doesn't mean that I have to serve all those communities as much as it means that all those communities I'm going to pop up in on a search list. Because a lot of times when you get a client that comes in, and let's just say, you know, somewhere in Dover, you don't want to serve Dover, but at the same time, that client may be from Ohio, and they just happen to be looking around Dover, and the next thing you know, they want to look at Apollo Beach as well. Okay, if they're out there searching on the internet for Dover homes, and you don't have that in your community serve list, the chances of you showing up on what's called an organic search is basically none, because you haven't told the search engines that you want to be part of that search. So that's one of the things that we'll go over. Adding content to this center. I'll show you how to add content to the center to make your website look like you've got a little bit going on there. You know, and then you can put in just different things on the site to, like I said, to make it look like you've got a little bit more going on. If we have enough time in the class, I'll talk to you about how to add on a page onto your website and show what that could mean to you when it comes to like adding a page and what that could do for you for searches and things as well. Okay. So first things first, you got to log into your site. If you got a computer, go ahead and log in. And this wasn't intended to be a fast class. I was going to go nice and slow and just actually have you set it up right here in class. When you get into eEdge to set up your website, the first thing you want to do is go to this admin tab. Okay. I want you to go down to where it says My Account. Click on My Account, and then in the center here.
Actually, let me back you up a minute. You're actually at the dashboard when you're starting all of this?
Yeah, well, go to your dashboard and then click on any of those quick links on your dashboard. Here, let me go back to the dashboard. When you're on the dashboard, just go ahead and click on where it says Leads, My Leads. And that'll bring you into the market leader. Just click on that link that says leads, and that'll take you right into market leader. Okay, and maybe let me explain this dashboard a little bit. Okay, this dashboard is consisted of 3 different accounts. You actually have a dot loop. You have your KW, which is your WolfNet site, and you also are 4 accounts, and then you also have market leader that all land on this dashboard called eEdge. Okay, so everything's landing on this dashboard. And from the dashboard, you can make changes to all of those accounts. Okay, what we're going to work on today is your market leader site. And the reason why we're going to work on the market leader site is I personally believe that's your most important site. The reason why is because from this site, most people have been emailing out their customers either a 33 touch, they've been mailing out 8x8s from this dashboard. So what happens is your clients come back and go to your website, and through your email signature, they've been using the market leader site, not your KW, not your WolfNet site. A lot of people don't know that. So if your market leader site is not set up properly, it looks fairly bad, okay? It looks real rough, all right? So in here, we're going to go to Admin and My Account, okay? On this site, a couple things that you'll notice. You have different things. You've got your marketing email address. You'll notice the web, or start up top, you'll notice the website where it says website, eEdge email, external email, and then underneath of that you have your marketing email, your marketing website, and then any tagline you want to put in. Okay. Underneath of that, you have a call to action. Now, many of you in the room right now probably won't have any call to action put in there. Am I correct? Okay, so the first thing I want you to do is go down to the bottom of this site right now, and click Edit. Click on the Edit button. That's going to bring you, and then scroll back up to where you can change this call to action. Okay. What that call to action does is that's in your search engines. When someone types in Apollo Beach homes for sale, you guys ever type that in on Google? Have you ever done that? Anybody in this room? Okay, let me show you what happens when you do that in Apollo Beach. This is not an immediate thing, okay? It takes a minute. It takes a minute for things to show up. First thing you notice is my name's there, and so is Jan. I don't see anybody else's. Okay? Part of that call to action is taking what you're supplying to Google and saying, hey, you know, I'm a real person out there in the world, and, you know, come and see me. So that's why you want to have those call to actions in there. Okay? So
You'll have to forgive me. Which edit button is it?
on the bottom of this, yeah, that's all right. That's what we're doing today. Going nice and slow. On the bottom
There's 4
here.
of them, so
Yep.
No, you're not in the right place.
That's right. Start back up top. I want you to go to Admin.
I did that.
Yep. My account.
Yes.
You went
Okay.
down too far. Go down. Go down. Right
Oh, okay. A little way too long. Sorry. Thank you.
Okay. And then at the bottom, you'll want to hit this edit. All right. So, and remember, anything that we do today is not an immediate thing. It takes a while for Google to understand you, to run through and see your site, and it takes time. Okay. It really does. It could take a month before Google even knows that you're there. That's why it's so important to get it done as quickly as possible. So you can go in there and change your call to action to anything you want it to be. If you want it to be, you know, waterfront homes, you can do that. If you want it to be Apollo Beach homes for sale, you can do that. Whatever you want that to be, luxury homes, you know, whatever call to action you want Google to see as how you're going to pop up. So go ahead and pop that in there.
Can you put 2 or 3 statements in there?
You
With
may be
separated
able
commas
to,
or
and
something?
I'm gonna qualify that as saying that probably you'll need to use this symbol here. I don't even know what it's called to separate your call to action. Okay,
I can't see.
it's a straight line up and down. I don't know
Oh,
what they
straight
call
line.
that. Okay, and that may be the way to separate that, but I don't know if
You're not sure?
it's how you separate page titles. It's the same way, and I believe this call to action is going to be a similar thing, but
How do you get that symbol?
it's on your backslash, over top of your backslash.
I've got a comma
Yeah, I got a Mac, so I don't know, it's a little different. Should be the same.
there. But our forwards, I got a slash.
Yeah, it'd be this one here. It's the same one. Yeah, uppercase.
Oh, it's
yeah.
that up there.
Yeah.
Oh.
I would hesitate from using that right now.
Yeah, I think I'll wait.
But it's not going to do anything. It's not going to cause any harm. But that's probably the symbol you would do to add in different calls to action, because you need to end it and create a new one. End it, create a new one. Okay. Next thing is your marketing email. You want to make sure your marketing email is where you want your emails to go to. So if someone responds to an email, where do you want that to go to? I suggest that you run it right back into eEdge. That's my suggestion. That way you control your customers and you're keeping them in eEdge, and you're able to basically interact with them back and forth.
So you can just copy your eEdge email.
Correct.
Into
I
that.
mean, that Homes by Bob Thompson,
Yeah, what do you got there, Bob? Hold on.
this one here.
Yeah, you want it to be the same as your eEdge email. Okay. Everybody got that?
I've had a problem with this where somebody got on my site, I got a lead, and we started emailing back and forth.
Yep.
and they sent me an email with an attachment to it.
Correct.
No attachment appeared. They did that 2 or 3 times and it never appeared. I've had
You
that
just didn't know
problem a
where to
couple
get it.
times.
You just didn't know where to get it. I'll show you that at the end of class.
I thought maybe it had something to do with that email.
No.
Using the other email.
Nope.
So, well, I have a question
Yep.
about this, the marketing email. Will that then show up in my regular email? Or do I have to do
Yes, it will.
again?
We're going to show you. I'm going to set that up for you next, right after this. So I would suggest you have all your clients go into eEdge, and then we're going to set an alert to go back to your normal email, so it's going to alert you. Okay.
Yeah, if you click the down arrow on that marketing email, that your regular eEdge email actually pops up as an option.
Yeah,
At least it does on mine.
your marketing email, yes, it should be the same. I would keep that the same. Your website, your marketing website should be your eEdge website. It should pop right in there. Some people may have changed that. That's where you can make that change. If you want your marketing website to be WolfNet, you can put in your WolfNet site right at that point. It should auto-populate as to the site from eEdge. Okay? Underneath that, you have a tagline. Okay? I'm not sure how much relevance that has to Google. I probably need to talk to a market leader, but I would suggest you go ahead and figure out a tagline and put it in there. We can put one in called "Don't Fall Asleep, Mike Daniels." Okay, down a little bit lower, you have your realtor logo and your equal housing logo. Those should both be checkmarked. I think that's the equal housing is required. Are those checkmarked? Okay. Sometimes, for whatever reason, I've seen it where they've popped off just like there. Mine have been checkmarked before. Okay, additional information. Anytime you see extra spaces on the site, see these here? There's extra spaces for putting different things. I just put in here, Apollo Beach. This site contains Apollo Beach homes for sale. This is the best place to find Apollo Beach luxury homes. You could just keep adding on to there because all that's going to do is give more information to Google. You can go on for days. I think they'll allow you 2,000 characters, so I'm not even done doing that. So anything you can do to help drive traffic to your site organically from Google, you just want to keep filling in information as much as possible.
That doesn't show up on your site though, right?
Yeah, it does. It shows up on the bottom. Let's see here. We'll go down to the bottom. See here, additional information. So that is again used by Google for searches. And again, that's something that takes a lot of time for Google to recognize what you've done, and slowly helps change your site and makes it more searchable. Okay. All right. And under your experience thing, you probably have some candid remark in there. I think I probably left part of theirs and then I added to it. So go ahead and you can put in whatever you want to do in that area, and I suggest you do it because everybody in this room, or everybody that has Market Leader, it's all identical. So that's something you want to be unique and change. Okay. Awards and certificates, I threw in a photo there because again, it's just all trying to make it. I want my site to be different than yours. So I'm trying to do whatever I can to make my site continually different. So when you're done making those changes, go ahead and save that. Then we'll just keep working on down the list. Okay, next thing, does everybody have a Facebook account, a Google account, a Twitter account? Okay.
Do I use them?
What's that?
I said I have them. Do I use them?
Okay. You should. Okay. And what those accounts are used for, it doesn't matter if you use it or not. You want to create those accounts. You want them on your website, and then you want to go to that account. Go to Facebook, go to Twitter, go to Google, and then you want to add your website to that account. Okay, that creates what's called a backlink. Backlinks are highly sought after from Google. Google sees that as quality.
How do you do that?
Basically, when you set up your account in Facebook,
Okay.
you can go in Facebook and then you can post a house for sale in Facebook, and then use your website as the link to go see this house. And that immediately created a link back to your website. And then when you're over here on this Facebook, when you add your Facebook account to the social media tag, you've created this round circle.
How do we add the Facebook say on here? What do you put as an address or?
When you go to Facebook, let's
Can
just,
we just look at one?
yeah, let me just pull it up.
You click on add social media or?
It's all right. Let me just log into my Facebook and I'll tell you. It's been a long time since I've done it, so.
Facebook on here.
You just copy the link from the top.
Yep. You gotta log in the right way. So and see, mine's changed, so that's why I'm glad we had this class today. Okay, so Facebook has this link. You can see up top, I called mine a Paul Beach Market Leader. So, and they've got this little extra on the end. I don't want that part. I want to go ahead and just copy. Right, I'll probably go ahead and copy this whole thing here.
So you went to home on Facebook and then just took that link?
Correct.
Yeah, but
You have to have a Facebook account in order to create a Facebook link.
I'm on Facebook.
Okay.
But I don't, actually, okay. The rest of the link after Facebook.com is just R.L. Thompson and a number. So
Yep. That's what you want to copy.
That's
Yep.
the thing to copy?
Mhm.
Okay.
So you,
Thought I did copy
but you've
that.
copied your business page. And not your personal.
Correct. I mean, you can do your personal page, you can do a business page, whatever you want to do there. So, and right here, this is an old Facebook account I had, so I'm gonna.
I'm pretty sure I have that in my profile.
Actually, I don't want to
You know when you set
change
up
that
your
until I
profile?
check it. You said you had that in your profile?
I'm sure I put that in my profile.
Okay. Yep. So mine's correct. So let's take a quick look. Where you at?
Well, if you go into my profile here. is that
Oh
the
no,
same
see,
profile?
no, that's your. You've got two sites. You've got a Keller, you've got a WolfNet site, and you have an eEdge site.
Okay, which one is this?
That's WolfNet.
That's one. Oh, okay.
That's why I said there's actually 4 sites connected to this one.
But
All
if
together.
you put it in here, it'll automatically be in everywhere, or?
It'll be on your market leader site.
Oh, okay.
You have to manually put them in each place.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see, I'm pretty sure it's here. Yeah, there it is, right there.
Correct. That's your WolfNet site.
Okay.
Yeah. See, but that's why we're doing this, because if you were doing an 8x8, you're setting out from market leader, and people, when they click to go back to your site, they're not going to WolfNet, they're going to market leader.
Right.
So you want to have your market leader site set up correctly if you're trying to stay with your customers. Okay. It's all right. Down from that, you have an MLS ID. Gary, you were the one without the MLS ID, am I correct?
Well, I have my MLS ID in there.
Okay.
Is that what you're supposed to have that, or?
Yeah, no, you're good.
Okay.
Is it in there? Okay.
So what is that exactly? Is
That's your ID. So any listings you have, or,
I mean, is that my ID on GTAR or?
yes.
Yes.
Yes. Is yours in there?
No.
Okay, so go ahead and punch that in. Hit edit or add MLS ID, and then make that change.
Is this where you can put in your office ID?
Next, I'm gonna get that's on the next page.
And if you're part of a team, maybe your team ID.
Correct.
I already had it in there. Now I got it in there twice.
Oh, did you? Okay.
So if you have more than one Facebook page, you you can add as many of them as you want, right?
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
mean, I've done it, I'm just guessing it'll off.
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, it gives you quite a long list of things you can add in. You know, if you got a YouTube page, that's actually a good one to put in there too. YouTube's probably one of your best ones to put in there.
Those have the backlinks too, don't
What's that?
they? The YouTube.
If you set it up in YouTube, it will. You have to have that set up in YouTube as well.
So if you just clicked on Facebook there, that would link you to your Facebook.
No. So here, I'll go ahead and add YouTube, and then we'll just show you how it's done. So if you go down to YouTube, click on it. It's asking for the YouTube URL. So I'll go to my YouTube page. Oops. Since I need to add it anyways. So that's a channel page right there. And you just copy this top link right up top. See that? You just copy that. And you go back over to the e-edge and you just paste it in. Save it. Okay? And what that's done is added YouTube somewhere on Market Leader. I'm not even sure where it throws it. It throws it on there somewhere. But once you've done that on YouTube, if you create a page on YouTube, then you'll have, if you do it correctly, you can have backlinks back to your site. Okay. All right, down on the bottom, you've got your photograph. Everybody got their picture in there? Okay. You've got your marketing image. Do you have that in there? If you have your picture available, go ahead and add that in there as well. Because if you were sending out emails and you didn't have that in there, your emails would just be a signature. It's nice if you have your photo in there.
And also if you create any of your 8x8s or campaigns or any marketing materials, which you'll learn in next week's class, it will have a blank thing there that says coming soon or...
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It's like...
I didn't know that because I've always had mine set up. So
Yeah.
Okay, the next one is a marketing logo. You know, those logos, I got that logo in particular off of the back at your main page from the KW site, and that's something you just have to do a search for KW logos, and then it's a download. Okay.
And you want to make sure you have a different one here than those standard Keller Williams one, because in lots of the marketing materials they come up almost next to each other, and it looks like you duplicated it.
Oh, see, I didn't know that as well.
So I have, like on mine, I have the little real estate logo.
That's what you should have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which one?
Her own personal logo. If you have your own personal
Gotcha.
logo, it should go there. But you don't want to have the standard Keller Williams there.
Okay. All right.
Is that standard Keller Williams that he has there?
No, not really. It looks different than what comes out of the marketing material. If you create marketing material and you send it to yourself first, you'll see it right away if it's...
General information. You can go down through there and just take a peek and make sure that that's all correct. So your address, the company name, your phone number.
I jump back.
Where are you now?
That's the next one. My account. Yep.
Settings?
Yep, my account underneath settings is general info. I pulled off the office phone and put on my cell phone. I want people calling me. Okay.
should never have the office number on anything.
So I think that's the default is the office number drops in there. So that's the thing that I change personally. Okay, big one here, alerts. In this section here is how when someone responds to one of your emails, this is where you'd want to make your change. So that you know that somebody's responded to you, and so it'll ring on your cell phone, ring on or send an email to your. You'll get an email in your personal mail, so that you'll know a little quicker when someone makes a call to you, or sets up an alert. Basically, this section here, I'll know immediately if somebody saves a listing, if they send me an email, or if they're a new contact on my site. Okay, I'll know it the second they log in and register. So that's why it's important, so you can respond to those people quickly. All right. So in there, you'd want to put in your email.
I'm getting those once in a blue moon, so I must be set up though, right?
Let's see.
I've gotten like that what I mentioned a couple weeks ago.
Okay, so you've got your stuff set up. Yep. Well, right now, more than likely, you're not interacting with your clients through eEdge. Once you start interacting back and forth, then people will get used to using that, and then it'll be fairly important, to have that set up correctly.
So you want your eEdge email?
No, you want your personal email in there.
Personally.
Yeah, your eEdge email is where people are going to, and this is alerting you that someone sent you an email.
Well, I guess.
Go ahead.
If you're using your personal email for business, I mean, why would I use my personal email alert if I'm in my business account every day?
Oh, well, then that's great. If you're in there every day, then that's great. But if you want to respond to somebody within 2 seconds of when they sent their email, this is one way to do it.
You gotta have your phone.
What's
And
that?
it's gonna, if you have your phone with you, and it's gonna.
If you put in your phone number, you can get a text. If someone sent you an email,
Yeah,
it'll
that-
send you a text and say, hey, go check out your business mail. Or you can also have it set up as email as well. I have it set up both ways.
Okay.
That doesn't send the email to my personal account. It just sends an alert to my personal account.
Mhm.
It says, hey, by the way, someone just set up a listing alert, or someone just sent you an email, or somebody just saved a house.
So then you
You get
have
them
to
right
log
away,
into
so you
eEdge
don't-
to actually see.
Correct. You still got to log into eEdge to respond.
What's that? You just went blank.
Email alert. If I don't have email on my phone, I wouldn't see it anyway.
You need to reestablish your.
Yeah.
Right. Actually, the text that comes to my phone, if you click on one, it sends you, it puts you into that market leader account that you're there for 20 minutes.
I have no idea what I am.
So it's much easier to send it to your email.
Okay. When I get the text, I just go jump into my
don't know what
account and see what's there.
So underneath the email,
as well.
I thought your personal email was just msimpkins.com.
That's my
Or that's your
website.
website?
Yep.
Yeah, so, but we're putting our website, no, that's email, okay. And then we'll just add, on the second line, we put our cell phone number.
Correct. Oh, come on.
Is it the weather?
And you had something behind cell phone number, like Verizon or something, I can't read this too well, my eyes aren't that good.
I have
It says
set
who's your
up
phone
so it
carrier.
comes to mind.
There's
Oh.
a drop down and you choose who your phone
I'll turn the
carrier is.
power on there.
And I have
Please.
set up so it's
I don't think it had anything to do with this, but
Well,
Should
you
have
should
your
have
phone
it
number
to
and
the
then your
phone.
carrier.
Right.
That's what she
Yeah.
said,
Alright.
drop down the
Well, you should
I have no idea what happened.
I know two things.
But, at least you can get some information.
There you go.
Okay.
Get your cell phone in there and your carrier.
All right, next is your MLS ID number. This allows you to display listings, office listings, and team listings. Okay. So in here, you would want to start an MLS application. Select My Florida, I believe it is. Yeah, My Florida. and then you hit save. Let's see. Okay, well, I've already got it in there. You hit save, and then it's going to ask you for your office ID, which is 776004.
I think I'm showing approved, so I'm got no.
That's right.
ID in it.
Yeah, that's right.
Well,
Go
you
ahead.
better put it in.
Mine says approved too, but we'll.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and hit start application. Or no, I'm sorry, on the right hand side. Sorry, close that back out. See that little spot there? Click on that. There you go.
Ah,
Actions, is that what?
Yeah, underneath the actions, click on
so
this part right here where it says actions.
What's that number again?
776004.
Listing office ID.
Okay.
That's what it is. Put in, why did we put it in my Florida? Just because that's
Yeah, that's the My Florida is where
right.
You pull from.
they pull from. All right, next section, email.
Okay.
Yep, next tab over is the email. This is the area where you can go in and make personal changes to your email signature. There's a lot of different ways you can do it. I was going to actually walk you guys through a way to add on one that I used to use and make it a little bit more interesting so you can make stuff look like it's if you want to do it or not. But
Did you say once that you don't like using the app?
no, I do not.
Didn't you get like a
What was your reason
zillion
for that?
things from the app about, right during family reunion time?
I used the app initially, and I had sent that out to my clients, and I had in droves people deleting me for spam. So I got rid of it. I just decided not to do that anymore. That was a link that I sent out that said, "Hey, you want to join my app?" I did have it on my signature, okay. And I had a real lengthy signature with a link to the app. I didn't have one single person sign up in 9 months. So
But you haven't you didn't get any, because everyone was complaining about, getting like downloads. All of the people who signed up.
Yeah.
Were, held in this queue somewhere, and right during family reunion, they downloaded like thousands of them to people's accounts.
thousands of customers.
The people who had signed up for your link, for your app.
Oh, well, I didn't see
get any
any.
because I don't send mine out, but.
I didn't see any.
You know, okay, because I don't really.
I had it on there for 9 months. I didn't have a single client download the app. Not one.
And they've also.
And it
changed
wasn't
the way you
simple.
download it.
Oh, was it? I was going to say, it really wasn't simple. You had
No.
to actually download the app and then place in your agent number as opposed to having a direct link to your agent number. I thought, man, how ridiculous is that?
Right.
It was
They've
good
changed
for
that.
Keller Williams, but it wasn't good for the agent.
Right, they've changed that now. You find your agent. There's a thing in there to find your agent.
Oh, you have to find your agent?
I had a guy call
See,
me
that's
2 weeks
that's
ago.
not good. That's not
I had a
Well,
guy.
it's the only other way to do it is with your own personal
app.
code.
They
With
should.
your own personal code, which everybody has one.
I called and asked for.
They should
that.
have
I
direct
couldn't find
links,
one.
an immediate direct. If they would set it up so that you can just send one link without putting any codes in, and it comes up. That's how it needs to be done. That's how Realtor.com does it.
But this, you have your own
Yeah.
code, which is under 4.5 of the EA.
Okay, so I'm going to show you how to put in a signature. Everybody sees how they have their signature in there right now. Are you guys, if you want it to be bold, does everybody know how to do that? Go in and make your signature bold. You can change the size of the font, make slight changes to that. And then, of course, add in just different things that you want to put in there. One of the things I did before is I would add a photo. I don't know if anybody's interested in doing that. I can show you how to do that very quickly. I'll show you how fast you can do it, and then I'll show you how to do it if you're interested. Okay, you guys see how that is, how that looks? So when a customer gets a signature, and underneath of that I can put on click photo for foreclosures. Maybe put that and make it large. Text color might make it red. Do something like that. Okay, are you guys interested in learning how to do that? All right.
Yeah.
I've uploaded some photos for you that everybody can use. And if you want to go ahead and log in, it's called cooltoolsandstuff.weebly.com. That website right there, if you just log into it right now.
Too small to read. Cool with a C.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool tools and stuff.
A-N-D.
Yeah.
Weebly.
.weebly.com.
EEB?
Yes.
What is it?
It's a website.
Yeah, I know, but.
What is it? It's a site I made up about a half an hour ago for you guys to use. So,
WEEB.
yeah. Weebly.com. I'll leave it up so you can use it.
We're trying to get the spelling of weebly.
Yeah.
Oh, WEEBLY.com.
Bluetooth and stuff.
Yeah.
Weebly.com.
Yeah, .weebly.com. Okay. All right, on there.
You're not going to sue us if we use these photographs?
No, and they're my photographs too. I took them myself, so and you're safe. I didn't steal them from anybody. Okay, so if you click on any one of those photos in there, go ahead and do that. Click on a photo. All right,
I'm not finding it.
it's on the right-hand side.
No, I'm not finding your site.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't type. You
So
didn't.
it must be wrong.
And stuff.
Yeah, see
Cool tools with an S and stuff.
and stuff.
STUFF.
Yep.
.com.
Dot Weebly.
Weebly.
Oh, .weebly. That's
Yep.
yeah.
Where you see it? You got better eyes.
Right up here, top left, right here.
Oh, up on the URL. Okay.
Got
Gotcha.
it.
Got it? Everybody got it?
I have,
All right. So on there, you can click on any one of the photos. I don't like that one. Click on a different one. There's a better one. All right. So you can click on a photo, okay, and then from there, you want to probably. I'm not sure. I use a Mac, so I don't know how it works on a PC. But you want to highlight it to where you get this symbol here. See where it says "Copy Image URL." Probably have to right-click it.
Copy link address.
Yeah, copy link address probably is okay.
Copy shortcut.
Copy shortcut. Yep.
Yeah, this copy shortcut.
Yeah, I have. Mine's a Mac, so it's a little different. You don't have that?
Right.
That's right. Let me.
It's not there yet. It's cool tools and stuff dot.
Yeah, you're sticking it in a search, and they're not going to find it. Because, yeah, you got to put it up there. Yeah, my website's too new. They don't know where I'm at. Yeah, so you want to go ahead over here and right click. Or no, just right click, and then yeah, that's probably it. We're going to find
And then
out.
when I go to paste that under image description,
Yeah, so
just get a JavaScript. It just says JavaScript.
no, so just copy image URL, and then we're going to go back over to your signature. Okay, everybody with me?
Oops.
Everybody with me?
Like copy shortcut. Copy shortcut.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Go back to the image.
Go back and see.
No, that's fine. No, I just was.
That's all right.
It took me time to get to the page, that's why I got behind.
All right. So now we're going to get back over here to insert image. Okay. Well, first of all, we want to make sure our cursor is where we want that image to be. So if you want that image to be underneath your signature, make sure that cursor is there.
Hey, I don't have the same symbols as you have.
Should. Yeah, they're the same.
No, all of these
Yeah, they're
are-
the same. Mine's just stretched out.
Oh, one down
They've
here, I'm
looped-
sorry.
They've
okay.
looped around.
I'm sorry. Okay.
That's all right. All right, everybody with me?
Okay, which one is that?
Well,
Insert?
yeah, get your URL, get your
Yeah,
cursor
I've got that.
to where it's underneath. Okay.
Just click on it. Insert image.
Yeah, we want to go back over here to insert image. In that source area, you want to go ahead and paste that URL.
See, that's what I didn't get. I didn't get a URL.
I got
Okay.
JavaScript.
I'll come back over to you.
Yeah, I got the JavaScript.
See, that's why.
That's why I was
Yeah,
confused.
let me take a peek. Let me just take a look here. I don't use a PC, so I don't know how they do it. Source,
Well,
select
save
all.
picture as.
Can you do Control P
Yeah.
or Control?
Okay, go to,
C?
okay, you go to properties. Go to properties and then your image URL address, okay? That's right, go out of there. Right click it. Go down to properties. Okay, you need to maybe refresh your screen. I just did it on that PC.
Let me get out of here.
Okay, right click that, go down to properties. There you go. And then you want to copy that image URL right there.
Just the whole thing at the bottom.
Yours is being blocked for some reason. I'm not sure why.
Okay,
Did you refresh the screen?
I changed pictures. So, I mean, let's do a
Then go ahead and refresh that screen.
Where's my refresh? This.
Are you right clicking?
Well, first I had the picture up. This time I right clicked on the picture. I put the picture there. And I'll do a right click. Properties.
There you go. Address URL. Copy that.
Hmm?
Okay.
So far.
All right.
I
So-
got it, but it's kind of large and it's blue.
That's right. Delete that out. That's right. Just put your cursor there and hit backspace. Okay. You got ahead of me. So let's go to image. And the source, just paste it there. Don't do anything yet. Don't hit enter. All right. Now, dimensions. We want to put in 100. Do not hit enter at this point.
Okay.
Okay? 100, but do not hit enter. All right. Now, off on the side of the screen, just click here off to the side. Okay?
Left click.
And it's no, yeah, just off to the side. I've got a Mac. I don't have a.
75.
Okay, so it should be 100 to 175. Okay. And then you just tell it, okay, and it's going to drop in the picture there.
Okay.
Got it? All right. Now, what's that?
I said, but it's shaded.
All right. Now, well, you can left click over here off to the edge. All right. We're going
Just
now.
a real quick question, because it's bugging me, and I can't see what it is from back here. Above the picture,
Oh, I see.
what is highlighted in?
Oh, it says Tampa foreclosures.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. I skipped a step for you folks, and you're going to choke me right now. I want you to go back over here to where it says My Account. All right. Go ahead and click on that. And then I want you to get your eEdge website. That's going to be right here. Copy that. Everybody got it? Go up to one of your tabs, if you're all using Windows, and then paste it in here, and we're going to pull up your eEdge website. That way we've got it on a screen as one of your tabs. Everybody have their eEdge website up?
Just paste it on
Yeah, paste it on a new, create a new tab. You got a new tab, yep, just go ahead and paste it and enter.
the. Did that?
Open
Yep.
new tab. Click in.
There you go, so that's your eEdge site,
Oh,
all right?
okay.
Yeah, copy your, there you go, new tab. There you go, click on that blank page, there you
I'm
Paste.
trying to paste it over
go. Got it?
there. I have problems way back in the
You're all right.
in the beginning where things are set up. It's not-
Sign into, okay, you got it, and then you want to copy that, right there.
I don't think it's set up.
You are, then we're going to do the new tab up top and then paste. Enter. There you go. That's your eEdge. That's your market leader site. Didn't even know you had it, did you?
No, I didn't.
There you go. Did you know you had it?
Mhm.
Okay.
Question,
Oh
are
my
you still
gosh.
copying this on Facebook? I mean, on, what you call it?
Am I videoing this? Yes. Okay.
No,
So everybody, now we're going to leave this alone for a quick second. We're going to go back to eEdge. I want you to go to your email tab, and then let's go back to your signature. Everybody there? Yep, house is gone. We got to put it back in there now.
Because we didn't say.
All right, so we'll go back to that Weebly site. Did you all keep that up? Copy that image URL. Everybody up to speed?
Oh, yeah, we have to go to properties.
Got it? All right, so we're going to put in the picture into the source. Change the dimensions to 100, but click off somewhere off to the side. Anybody needs any help, give me a yell.
Right, well, we did, copy the shortcut, if we copy it first and then go to properties or the other way around? No, just go to properties.
Yeah, go to properties and then look for that URL.
Yeah, I'm getting JavaScript.
Okay, that's all right. Refresh your screen. Just refresh that screen. Okay, close that. Did you refresh the entire screen? Try it again. Yeah, I'm not sure what that's doing. It shouldn't do
Yeah,
that.
because it worked, I mean, it worked.
That's right here. Watch here. Let me try here. I think it's your. You've got something that's blocking it. So.
Somebody in the office. somebody in the office wants to have one, and it's probably, it could be Lisa or maybe Louise.
Okay, yeah.
So that's why, like, if
All right.
you're part of a team, you should probably put Flo's
Right.
code in
I
there.
don't know what it is.
Yeah, but instead of the, it, you know, it's, you gotta think about it, but, yes.
Yeah, you can add in agents specifically on there. You don't have to add the entire office. If you want to just do specific agents, you can do that. Gary has given the okay for like a blanket thing. So I think if you went to specific agents, you might want to just ask them. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, like she's part of Flo's team.
Yeah.
And all the listings are in Flo's name,
Gotcha.
so she has
Yeah.
got to put in Flo's somewhere in there
Yeah.
to get any listings to show up.
Well, all the listings will have their name underneath. But okay, everybody up to speed?
Yep.
All right. So we'll hit OK. We'll get our picture in there. All right. Now, click off here somewhere off to the side. We're going to come back. We're going to highlight that picture. We're going to highlight that picture, and now we're going to create what's called a hyperlink. This is this link right here. You want to click on that.
Is that insert edit link?
Yep.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah,
It looks like a chain link.
it looks like a chain link right here. See it?
Insert.
You want to click on that, and you should have this box pop open empty.
Okay.
All right, now we want to go back to your website. Okay, on your website, you want to create a search to something that's interesting to people. Okay, and you can hit more options. Does everybody have their site that looks like this, where you can click on more options?
No, well, I don't know where you're clicking.
I'm up here underneath this area here,
Find a home.
under Find a Home, more options.
Okay.
You're in your e-agency site, not in your e-edge site.
Well, this is what, okay,
But you have to go to your e-edge site.
that's my WolfNet site.
No.
That's very confusing.
That is very confusing, because now then I don't know how to get to the other site. This was,
Well,
It's all right.
close that down.
No, don't close anything. Here.
No, he's in the
Excuses.
he has the e-agency site.
Yeah.
No, go back
Let's
to
just
my-
start over. We're going to go to.
Page, though.
We're going to go back to your beginning site here. You,
Well,
oh, wait a minute. Try again.
the big part everybody needs to understand is that
Okay, now I'm gonna bring up a different one.
There it
yeah, is that eEdge is a combination of 4 different sites. And right now we're just working on one of the sites. Okay, which is Market Leader. That's the Market Leader site. All right. So pull up your Market Leader site. All right. And underneath the where it says Find a Home, does everybody have more options? Okay, click on that. In here, you're going to have a whole list of things that pop up. All right. What I want you to
I don't have
do,
a list you're on, as long as yours.
well, we'll work on that as well. All right. That might be another class. But on this center piece, she says, see where it says listing type? All right. What I want you to do is just uncheck everything except for foreclosures. Okay. Under search area, type in an area where you want people to, when they come to your page, when you send a signature out, that you want them to land on, whether that's Apollo Beach, Riverview, Tampa, wherever. You know, I would suggest Apollo Beach, since we're right here in Apollo Beach.
Do that where?
Right here on your area. Should auto-populate Apollo Beach up there.
What did you do?
Right here in area, Apollo Beach.
You type that in?
Yeah, type in Apollo Beach.
Oh.
Act like you're going to search for a house, but the only thing you're going to search for is foreclosures. Okay? Now you go down to there and then you want to click on search. So what that's going to do is it's only going to pull up Apollo Beach foreclosures. Okay? You can have that go to Apollo Beach short sales. You can have that go to Apollo Beach luxury homes. You can have that go to Apollo Beach single family homes. However you want to create that search and where you want people to land is what you can do your search as. But right now, foreclosures, I can assure you, everybody clicks on foreclosures. People looking at $10 million homes can't help but click on a foreclosure link. I'll guarantee it. Okay? So do that, and then we're going to copy this URL up top. All right? Highlight the
Is there a
URL.
quick way to copy that?
Yep, highlight it.
What you do, just highlight it anywhere?
Yeah, I got a Mac. I don't know how
Oh, okay,
PCs
okay,
work.
yeah.
So,
Okay. I've been clicking on one.
oh no.
Just click on it.
I figured there had to be a
Yeah, you
quicker
want to
way.
highlight it. You want to highlight it.
Highlight.
Highlight this. So you want the whole thing.
Just click on it, it highlights automatically.
Okay. Now we want to copy that. All right. Then we're going to go back to the eEdge site.
Paste it.
And we want to highlight your picture if it's not already highlighted. We want to insert link. We want to paste the URL into here. Okay. Your target, you probably want as a new window.
Tell them why.
Why?
Yeah.
I think that way if they're they're in their email, I mean it's popping up to another site, and it's not, they're less likely to jump in and out of your site. They're more likely to stay on yours when you separate it out. If that's the correct answer, it's just
it keeps them from going away from you. So
Yeah. Okay, and then click OK. So what that's done is that's created a link to that picture for Apollo Beach foreclosures. Now, real simple, underneath of it, you just type in, click picture to see Apollo Beach foreclosures. Okay. Now you can bold that, put it in italics. I think I would use yellow and then do a background color of red, and that really stands out. It says click on me. Okay. Everybody see how to do that? You're giving up on me.
No, my battery
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
That's all right. I'm taping this. All right. So what that's going to do is create this signature. I'm going to go ahead and save it, even though I don't like it right now for me. And then you can add multiple pictures. You can add another picture here, another picture, so you can make it look a little more appealing to the eye. So you can, let's say, throw out 3 pictures there of different homes, and just make that a clickable link to Apollo Beach, either foreclosures, short sales, luxury homes, whatever you want that link to say, and wherever you want those people to land once they get your email. Okay?
That doesn't mean those pictures are necessarily foreclosure.
No, not at all. Not at all. This is an advertising piece. This is your email, personal email going out to customers. This isn't something you're advertising. You're not advertising that home. You're just saying click on the picture to go to those links. That's one way to create a link in order to test that. And I don't want to get too far into this because I think this will take too long. If you create an account, if you add a customer, you can create a test account inside of here and then test that link out. Okay? Contacts, all contacts. I'll just show you how it looks on the other end. I'm always checking out my links to make sure that they're okay. See right there, I didn't save it. I forgot to save it. That's why it looks like the way it does. Make sure you save that if you want your signature to look that way. So when I send that out, I'm sending myself an email to check because I want to keep an eye on what my signature looks like when I get it. I think you were asking before how those contacts look when they come to you. Here's what that looks like. See how it says agent care? It just says, hey, you got a new contact, go back to your market leader. That's how that looks, Gary. That's how that email comes in. It doesn't come in with all their information. So if I get a new contact, they just shoot me a quick email letting me know that. All right, well, they're not moving fast enough. So, all right, that's how you add a email signature. All right. How many people have the pro account in here? Anybody have a pro account? Okay.
Waiting.
Yeah, there's
Okay, I'm just going to touch base on this real quick. If you have a pro account, do you know you can go in there and set up these quick emails? Okay. This is the area where you can go in and set up quick emails for different things. I actually have, one of the things I set up was a foreclosure little link that I put in there. So similar to our signature, instead of putting it in my signature, I actually added it as a link. So I can send it to some customers, other customers I don't. So it just depends how you want to set that up. But that's only in a pro account. Okay. All right, website. We're going to move on to the actual website. On the main text, okay, this is the main page. On the main page, this is where you will see different things that you can add in. Right down the center, I put in a little picture there. I added tweets by Mike Simpkins. There's my Google Plus account, foreclosure links, and another link for people to check the value of their home. And the reason why I did it here is I didn't think sell stood out to me. Sell doesn't stand out to me. Are you selling your Apollo Beach condo or home stands out a little bit more. So that was something I made a change to, and that goes to a site that I set up. Okay, but that's a little more advanced, but those are the types of things you can do, and that's right over in this first section of where it says main text. So if I put in here, check out, let me see, use this site for searching homes in Apollo Beach. Let's see. Okay, so if I use that, hit save. Come back over to my website, you'll notice there's nothing in this area here. And just refresh the screen. And there it is. Use the site for searching homes in Apollo Beach. That's how easy it is to add content to the front page of your website to make it more interesting. So if you want to add photos, if you want to add just content about yourself, about the area, that's where you can do it, and you don't need to know anything about making websites to do that. Very simple to use, very important to use. Okay?
That was the main text tab.
That was the main text tab. Okay? Down from there, you can add in video links, things like that. So if you go to YouTube, you can grab YouTube videos, just different things that you want to do. The photos that I've added here are similar to what we just did, with the signature. Okay. Your Sell tab. Mine's blank. Oh, here we go. I'll go back and check my page now that I see this big blank spot. There it is. See right there, I just found a problem with the page. So the cell tab is an area where you can go in and make changes. I know I'm throwing everybody off on this one right now. But you can type in and make changes right here if you want to add, different things that you do to help sell homes when you're in front of a customer or a customer searching that wants to sell a house and you want to show, well, this is what I do differently. You can put it in that section there, okay? And this is how it will look on the front page. So what's my home worth? People put in their information, and then they have information here. So you can detail that and make that unique to you. It's very important. Any place you can make yourself more unique, it's important to do that because then you gain more site recognition, okay? Site images. All right, so if you notice on the front page of my site, I've changed the image. I think most people will have a blank house or a picture of a roof. Okay. You can change that image right there. You come over to your banner site, and then you can put in an image there, and then you can also change the agency logo in this area as well. Okay. Community served. This is the big piece that everybody needs to do. All right, let me just show you a site. And this is where I'm going to pick on Catherine. Okay, so if you look here, on a lot of your sites, there may not be anything at all. There may be nothing. Gary, what's your site look like?
Community served, I have just 3.
Okay, so this is an area that you can go in and add communities. And it's also an area that when customers come back to your page, if they're looking in different areas, that the more communities you can put in there that they can quickly find the search, the more likely they are to stay on your page. They're less likely to leave. Okay? How we do that is on the community served page. This is the section here. On the bottom, you'll see add a community. Everybody see that? In here, you want to put in the name of the community. Okay, we put whatever you put in there is going to show up. Whatever you put in there is going to show up on the front page of your website. So I put in Bob's Truck Stop. And I hit save. That's what's going to show on the front page of my site. Oh, it says I got to put in the zip code. Well, apparently it didn't like that. But anyways, you want to put in the communities where you're at. Now, back on this Weebly page, this cool tools and stuff. If you scroll down this page, I put in all the zip codes of the area so that everybody would be able to grab that real easy and not have to search like I did. It took me half a day to dig up all those zip codes. Okay? So there's a good place to do that. And then you need to add in, see where it like Sarasota? You have to add in each zip code, enter the zip code, enter the zip code, enter. You can't add in 10 zip codes on this one line. You have to hit add zip code. Add zip code. You have to keep adding these zip codes. Okay, so that's how you add it in. Now, once you've done that, oh, actually, I can put Bob's Truck Stop in. Okay, so once I've done that, you come down to this map, and you want to add a center to the map. Okay, So you click Add Center. We want to pull out and figure out where Bob's Truck Stop's going to be. Bob's Truck Stop's going to be here right on I-75. Okay? See where it put it right there on I-75? And then you hit Save. So if I go back to the front of the website, and let's see if it put it on here somewhere. You go back to the website, right there's Bob's Truck Stop. You click on it, and then it brings up a page for that. Because I threw in a bunch of zip codes, it pulled up those zip codes for those different areas, okay? And you scroll on down. Oops. And it put that city center where I told it to. If you don't do that, if you put in Brandon, if you put in Apollo Beach, if you put in Riverview, if you don't center that pin, it's going to, every single map is going to be the same. And it won't reposition until you reposition it. Okay, again, that's a Google thing. You got to go in and reposition all those maps for each city. All right, that's something that looks good to Google.
And so for each zip code.
Yeah,
For
each zip code.
Sarasota having several.
Yes. Now, while Sarasota is only gonna allow you to do, Sarasota is only gonna allow you to put one pin, but just put the pin where you want it. So wherever that may be.
The zip codes don't show up, it's just the city name that shows up.
Correct.
I need to leave. Thank
Okay.
you very much.
Yep. All right.
Oh, yeah. He was ringing.
Featured partners is something where you can put in, that's an area, if you do have a pro account, you can put in a featured partner there. I suggest you put in as many as possible. I've only got one in there, but you should put in as many as possible. If you have partners that you're working with, then you can put them in there. Listing addresses. Your default may be no addresses. Or I'm sorry, it says your default will be address. I suggest you leave addresses on. Okay? On. The reason why is if you don't have addresses on, the customers are going to come to you and they're just going to leave. Because Zillow gives them the addresses. So if you don't give it to them like Zillow does, guess what? They're going to be on Zillow. They're not going to be on your site. All right? Search areas. By default, it should be set up on allowing people to search all areas. Make sure that is correct. Search fields. Bob, you just brought this up a minute ago. This is where you can put all those things that you were missing on your site.
Okay.
See that?
Mm-hmm.
By default, it probably will not have a lot of those things on. Okay, so like mobile homes, I didn't want mobile homes on
I
mine.
already selected what
I didn't want auctions on mine, and actually, I didn't want days on website on mine. I didn't want people to dwell on days on website. Everything else I pretty much put on there, your schools in the area, senior housing, everything else, years that the houses were built, but you can customize that for however you want to do it. Okay? Consumer theme, that is actually how you can make your website look.
Well, what about the,
Go ahead.
what about the features? Should any of those be selected?
Where are you at here? On
Back where we were.
yes, I have them all selected.
What does that do?
That allows people to search for those features. So if they want to search for a house,
if you don't have those, they can't search.
correct. If you don't have them, they just don't have a choice. Like basement, I think I can take that one off. What do you think?
Yeah.
But I'll just leave it on, just in case. I think maybe some of the St. Pete ones might have a basement. I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't have anything.
Is it? So when you're done with that, you definitely want to hit save. This one's kind of self-explanatory. Consumer site theme. If you have a pro account, you can tell it what type, how you want your site to look. So you can change it and make it look a little bit different from everybody else's. Okay, so I have mine set on this blue one, but you can change that. So if you want your banner to be more like this one is, straight across the top, as opposed to where this one's square on mine, you can do that. The reason why I did this is because my featured listings were right there. Okay, I can tell you why I chose it.
That top one, is that the blue up at the top? What is that?
This one here
The first one on the left.
on the left.
Yeah, what is that?
I don't know, but
It's a skyline? Is it a skyline?
yeah, it's a skyline. But like I said, the reason why I picked this one or even this one, is because those featured listings are right on top, and it put a small search bar here. But that's the only reason why I picked it. No,
How do you choose your featured listings to have them show there?
you don't. It's the whole office, so it randomly rotates. It'll change every time you refresh the screen. There'll be a different featured listing in there. Okay. I have no idea what that is. Custom page.
What about the recommendations?
There's nothing there. There's no.
Nothing you can do? You can't.
No,
add
there's
in a
nothing I
color
can change.
recommendation or something?
No. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I don't see how you can.
Yeah, there's no nothing there to change. So I don't. Maybe that's a feature they've got coming. I don't know. Custom page. This is where you can go in and get really unique and try to make some things for your page. If you want to turn that, if you want to add a blog into that area, would be a great thing to add. Blogs push real high as SEO content for Google. So it would be a good thing to add. Something in that area. I put in short sale links. Let me just show you. See if I can get a. 15th to, what's today's date? 12th? Okay, so I'm just going to show you something real fast. All right, this is a Google Analytics for my page. And the reason why I'm showing you this is, again, real fast, this is a custom Gotta remember to take off Bob's truck stop as a place to. I've got a slow link here. Okay, so I made this custom page. Okay, and I also within the page, and this is a whole different class. I wouldn't try to really explain it, but what I want to show you is why I did it. Okay, here's a look at my page over a month's period of time. Okay. And I do a lot of advertising, but I don't advertise for Apollo Beach. I don't advertise for any given site. I advertise homes. I advertise foreclosures. I advertise short sales. I advertise single family homes, but I do not advertise Apollo Beach. I could care less about Apollo Beach, Gibsonton. I don't advertise that way. So one thing I do know is that on my site there is close to 200 people that landed on my site from nothing that I've advertised. Okay, they just showed up there, and how they showed up there was from Google searches, from landing on my custom page. They just came there from literally work that I put into the website all on their own. Okay, how I know that is I actually can see the page they land on. So I know that they've landed on that page. I can come over here. People have landed on this one here. So I don't even know what that page is because it doesn't have a page title, but that's my front page. People have they've searched out Apollo Beach, that landing page. Okay, so that's organic searches strictly from having a website set up somewhat correctly. I mean, there's always more work that I can do. So putting in communities, putting in those links that I was telling you, putting in Facebook links, putting in Google links, and trying to figure that out, you know, just constantly working on it. That's why this is important. It's why it's important to have your website set up properly, or at least attempt to make it properly, because you will get, you know, free clients that you didn't do anything to acquire, but they just landed on your page. Okay, it's kind of nice getting. And I actually went through, and from this search that went through, I went in the back end of my website. I actually got 19 clients that I didn't advertise for. They just came to me, they registered on my site, and started looking for homes. So kind of nice. All right.
Where is that?
What's that? This is Google Analytics. This is something that's another level. You got to really, you know, it's a stuff that's in websites that gets pretty high end, you know, or a lot more difficult to explain. But you just have to know that it's because of, like, this website here, this dumb little website that I created. A very simple website, doesn't even do much other than these are just links. That's all these are, just little links. And I'll just show you how that works. So if somebody came in here and they clicked on Apollo Beach short sales, guess where it goes? Apollo Beach short sales. Right to it. If they click on Brandon short sales, it goes right to Brandon short sales.
How'd you get those boxes in there?
I created that on a site called Classified Ads Wizard. To do that, you probably need to have an advanced class on doing websites. You might be able to figure some of it out on your own, but one of the things you could do, you don't have to put the boxes in. That's not what drew the customers to the site. Once they got to the site, they get to use the boxes. That's not what drew them. The boxes didn't draw the customers to the site, but you could do this. You could walk in and put Apollo Beach quick links, luxury homes, click here. Waterfront homes, click here. Foreclosures, click here. Get it? And how you do that is you go back to those community tabs. If everybody's not with me, let me know. Go back to where it says your account. Oh, I'm sorry. Website. Community served. And then click on a community. So I'll click on Apollo Beach here. Okay. So all I did here, let's see here. I'll make a new one. Pool homes. Pool homes, click here. Highlight that. Use this insert link. Okay. I'm going to go back to my website. Hope I'm not boring everybody. And then I'm going to search for pool homes in Apollo Beach. So I'll go to this advanced search tab. Actually, I could have done that right out of the gate on the first page. Go to advanced search tab. I've got single family homes highlighted. I might even add up multifamily, farms and ranch. And then I'm going to go over here and click on pools. Okay? Everybody see that? From there, click search. So every one of these homes in here has a pool. I'm going to highlight that link, go back to my e-edge and drop in right there. Now here, I don't want to move them out of my website. You could tell it to go to a new window, but I want to keep them within my website here. Tell it OK, and then Pool Homes has now appeared in there. Scroll down to the bottom, save it. Go back to Apollo Beach, you'll notice it doesn't say Pool Homes, and I just hit refresh. Anyways, it'll show up here in a second. It'll say pool. There. Did it go?
Yep.
There, Pool Homes. Okay, see where it dropped in there? So that's how easy. So on your back page here, if you want to do short sales, just like I've done, you can go in and just put a list of Apollo Beach short sales, Bradenton short sales, whatever you want to do. If you want to do foreclosures, do foreclosures. If you want to do luxury homes, do luxury homes. It's the wording that got people to the page. It's not the way the page looks. It's the wording that got people there. So once you put all that wording in there, and then one of the things I did underneath of it is I grabbed a definition of short sales and foreclosures. Wording is what draws Google to your page. It tells Google thinks that that's quality, even though, it's stuff I've got from somewhere else. I don't even remember where I got it from. That Google sees that as quality, okay, as something of value. Now going back on quality, if you'll notice, on my website, most of my pages have page content. So if you go to Apollo Beach and click on Apollo Beach, you'll notice that it says it has some wording on things about Apollo Beach. Okay? Content draws people to your site. Very, very important to have content on every single community. Google sees that as quality. Okay? It takes a lot of time to write content. Okay? I don't do that. I paid somebody to do that. If you want to know who that is, back on this website I gave you, Cool Tools and Stuff. If you scroll down to where it says Content Writer, that's the guy that wrote my content. He charged me about $12 roughly per page. And he just wrote some content with me, and then I pasted that onto my page. But it's unique content, and he guarantees that it's unique content, and that's extremely important to have unique content, because if it's not unique, Google immediately sees that you've pirated that content from somebody else, and they de-rank you. They actually take you just the other way. So it has to be unique. If you want to write your own or pay somebody to do it, there's a guy that can do it for you. Okay? He's pretty cheap. That's why I used him. That's really it. Does anybody have any questions, I guess? It seems like everybody's like,
Yeah.
not quite with me.
Well, that last little section
A
was
lot of
great.
information.
I loved it, but you were going back and forth between the two, and I got lost somewhere. I mean, I understand.
Okay, just
how to do
remember.
everything, but
Yep, just remember, when you go to Community Served, you go to Actions, and here's where you type in anything that you want to show up on that community is in this block here. Okay? So that's going to show up on your community page. On your custom page, this is the one on the bottom. Okay? You've got a custom page. You can type in anything that you want on this custom page. Okay? And again,
and that's the new tab on your website.
yes, that's that tab that's on the website that gives you a custom page. And that's really the one that's the most important. If you notice, people searching me out, that's the one they landed on the most. And you know why? It's the page that's different from everybody else in this building. Nobody in the building has that page.
And you can only have one of those pages, right?
Yes, and you only get one. And so making that page different from everybody else is what makes the search engines see you stand out. And so that's why it's so important to do that page. It actually is very important, because once all these things get done, and it takes time, it takes effort, and you have to put a little bit of effort behind it, but once you do that, all of a sudden you get free business. I don't want to say it's free business because it takes time to do that, but once it's set up, all of a sudden you get these organic searches that just came out of nowhere, and then you're standing there going, where'd that guy come from? And it's nice. I mean, you're able to do that. So, it's worth the time and effort to put into it, to do those things. I'm going to stop this recording.